Hello there! My name is Poshy Poshlad, and in this limited series of Asian representation in American video games, I'll be exploring video games that have featured Asian characters and discuss their portrayal and impact. I'll be focusing on games from Grand Theft Auto 5, Overwatch, Spider-Man, and more. In this first episode, I'll be discussing Rockstar Games' open-world action-adventure game, Grand Theft Auto 5. Even though Grand Theft Auto 5 and the series have been super successful for their outrageous universe written in satirical comedy, they also are controversial for their offensive characters and negative portrayal for Asian characters. Asian characters are often portrayed as stereotypical nerdy scientists or bad gangsters with heavy accents. In this part 1 video, I'll focus on two characters in the story mode, Tao Chen and the Shopkeepers in the 24/7 stores. Tao Chen is of Chinese descent and the heir to the Los Santos triad, and in this clip, his father has sent him to strike a partnership deal with Trevor's drug business.
Mr. Chen now.
我操他妈的，真是爽翻了 You speak Spanish, speak it to each other!
Mr. Tao Chen is pleased to meet your acquaintance.
Oh yeah, he seems it.
我说，人事，你真是太好了哦！你有空就加的来分配的我，这真是我人生中最美好的
What
一
the
刻。
fuck is wrong with him?
就是这个，就是这个，来来来来来
Money.
I'm rushing.
As you can hear, Tao speaks in a heavy accent and is accompanied by his translator. Even though his being a supporting character to represent his people in a blockbuster game like this is a big deal, he served mainly as a comedic relief since he shows up extremely high and intoxicated for a drug business meeting. Even though he isn't a stereotypical intimidating triad member, I feel that game developers are just replacing a stereotype with another stereotype. It's his heavy accent paired with his goofy actions that make him all for comedy and for players to laugh at. Furthermore, the map waypoint in the game is biased against the Asian characters because all the characters, including supporting characters, are identified by their names. However, when we were first introduced to Tao Chen, his map waypoint at the bar labeled him as Chinese. Another negative portrayal of Asian characters is in the 24/7 store Shopkeepers, who are mostly Asian because this arrangement encourages players to act violently against them, such as pointing their guns before robbing their store in exchange for rewards and fun. This further reinforces the stereotype that Asians are the victim, and it is just terrible. Overall, I appreciate Rockstar's attempt to have more Asian representation in this game. However, its portrayal of Asian characters isn't the best. So, with Grand Theft Auto 6 still in development, I hope that Rockstar continues to include Asian representation in their game, but not at the expense of exploiting stereotypes for comic relief. Thank you everyone for watching the first video of Asian representation in American video games. If you're enjoying what you're watching, feel free to drop a follow and hit the bell icon so you know when new content is released. You can also find me on Twitch, Discord, Instagram, and Twitter by the same name of Poshy Poshlad, links in the description below. See you in the next one. Until then,